Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The line of scrimmage.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 36. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Ball carrier. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, he's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
A gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Back to Taylor on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 40.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin.
And he rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
On the carry.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Bengals 7, Colts 0.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Looking deep for Hilton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards.
Grabbed there by Zach Pascal. And he's one of those guys that often people forget are even on the roster. But when you look up at the end of the game, he's produced over 600 yards and 5 touchdowns in 2019.
Rivers here on target to Pascal. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
44-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. A 2nd down throw for Rivers. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bengals 10, Colts 7.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Tyler Boyd.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Now, Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of 6.
Of course, he was solid last week. AFC Offensive Player of the Week award. 2 touchdowns in that game.
Yeah, he's playing at a level right now where he's just breaking down defenses. Makes me remember when I was playing and my defensive back coach told me, listen, if you give up a touchdown pass, that's on me. I didn't coach you well enough. If you give up a second one, that's on you. And if there's a third one, I'm getting someone else in the game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Burrow looking to pass. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Incomplete.
So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
40-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They'll look to set up his blockers. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
He was brought down by Tavon.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
He gets this one to Boyd. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Boyd. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cincinnati.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the Colts' 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
John Ross with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Randy Bullock.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Von Bell.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Joe Mixon.
Kari Willis there to bring him down.
Kari Willis.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Good, strong tackle by DeForest Buckner. Remember, the Colts gave up their first-round pick, number 13 overall, to get him from San Francisco, and they certainly think he's worth it.
Now Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn turn the ball over, now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little bit of a lead, but that makes things more interesting. We're still just in the third quarter here. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
This time, Burrow will look to throw. Green brings it in. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9.
Nice catch there by A.J. Green, and at the beginning of his career, a perennial Pro Bowl receiver. Been dinged up a little bit the last 2 years, but now he gets a fresh start. Without his friend and quarterback, Andy Dalton, his leadership will be key.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Burrow's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Colts' 33-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Burrow on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
First down, Bengals.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
The tackle.
By that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
4 yards on the pickup.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now left side on the swing pass. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely.
Now a hit and a loose football.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room because I just didn't.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
14. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 24. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. A good throw here, finding Pascal. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Pascal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A gain of 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers on the money, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw again, Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 17-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now, as you know.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his man here. It's Green. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Being chased out left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost him. We could have a great finish.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
30. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
Gain of 10.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Here we go with Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts
Gain on the play,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Third down, Mixon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At the 50-yard line.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Rivers now from the 50. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Carl Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Today's final final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.